many switch up on the names depending on who they around. I stand on your Uwa and your Usha and there is no rebound. Why you keep going to the circus if you sick of the clowns? And I don't need no validation, come to grips with it now. Follows and likes on IG, they mean nothing to me. Only making it to heaven, being deemed worthy. I don't break bread with devils, won't compromise for no bag. I ain't biting my tongue or switching up like a You don't like what I say, you can kindly unfollow. If you ain't preaching repentance, you not preaching the gospel. And I'm bold as a lion, about as real as they come. I'm going harder every album, many fear what I become. And the love is truly fake, but the hatred is real. And I'm way too controversial, but it's part of my zeal. I don't water down the word, I speak from the heart what I feel. You so used to the fakeness that you hate that I'm real. Yeah, bang, bang. I'm just a young black king in a white man's world. Pagan pig passes, lion slicing and dicing the word. And now the heathens all mad, I'm calling out the white man's lies. To know Messiah was a Negro hurts the white man's pride. And that hatred within is truly burning inside. Hatred of Yahuwah's people get his mercy denied. And that you call Jesus had you bursting with pride. And Yahusha HaMashiach we stand firmly beside. And there ain't nothing worse than that heathen denial. And they hate Yahuwah's people but claim belief in the Bible. And they lies all exposed and our freedom is frightful. And Yahuwah will judge the heathen, what he says is final. Obadiah, Nehemiah, read it all in the Bible. And Yahuwah waking us up, he gon' lead the disciples. And there's no turning back, on this hill I will die. When we cry out to Yahuwah, he will hear us on high. Yeah.
Hey, Yexer. Hey, Yexer.
Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Hebrew Black Messiah. The world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, he is the Messiah. This world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. Don't you call me racist, once believed in white Jesus. Until I read the Bible and it all fell to pieces. Truth trumps tradition, insurrection of this thesis. No beauty in Yahusha, Romans gave him girly features. Messiah was a black man, not Arab, not an Afghan. You can't deny these facts unless you really just a madman. Believing in a lie and these whitewashed images. The cost of this premise is guarded white privilege. Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Hebrew Black Messiah. The world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, he is the Messiah. This world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. Christianity is all white supremacy. A tool of control, it showed the pride of our enemies. Greatest weapon was a massive deception. You can keep someone a slave if you combat their perception. We were all taught white Jesus is the image of perfection. And the curse on the Negro is a darker complexion. And this Bible that I'm reading, not a white man's book. And the Messiah, I believe it had no white man's look. Nah. Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Hebrew Black Messiah. The world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, Yahusha the Messiah. Hair like wool, eyes like a flame of fire, yeah. Black Messiah, he is the Messiah. This world will bow down or they'll see the lake of fire, yeah. He coming back, Yahusha coming back. The nations that oppress us, some be coming to the facts. Why Jesus is a lie and they rather serve the liar. Because a black Messiah worse than the lake of fire.
Brother, What's that? What's that, brother?
Shalom, 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 shalom. Can y'all hear me okay? I want to do a quick sound check because I'm using different stuff today and I want to make sure I'm being heard okay. Everything A-okay? Shalom to everybody. I know that this is a unexpected stream. Something just showed up on my feed and decided to look at it, and man, these people, listen. They do not hide how they feel. They really don't. They really don't. And that's why I have such a hard time understanding how people are still in the dark about this. I don't think people are actually, you know what I'm saying, in the dark. I think people just pretend to be in the dark about this. But so Hulk Hogan is being dragged all over social media. Okay. The Yahoo Deem, we over here talking about we told you so. I mean, honestly, listen, I used to watch wrestling with my cousin when I was younger, and he was really, really into it. I wasn't really into it, but he watched it or whatever. He used to play the games and stuff like that. But from the moment I seen this Hulk Hogan dude, even as a child, I just knew he was your typical ballpark racist. I mean, that never was a thought that didn't enter my mind when I looked at him or saw him. You know, hey, brother. Yeah, what's that, brother? Hey, brother. Yeah, I'm the Hulk Hogan, brother. Like the way, you know, when people talk like that, you know, those be them typical, like, you know, Europeans that are just super pro-America, super Trump, super, you know, MAGA'd out. You know what I'm saying? That he was MAGA'd out before there was a MAGA for real. That's why I wasn't shocked when he came out ripping his shirt, you know what I'm saying, at the dang Trump thing. You know, and we're going to go back and look at that video because it's going to lead me to the point that I want to make about these folk. So let me just take you guys back. I'm going to take you back to first this that whole Republican thing that took place recently where he was literally on stage ripping his shirt. Okay. I'm going to show you guys that first just to take you back take you down memory lane. Okay. So let me share my screen. Give me 1 second here. All right. It's going to be this one. Okay. So this is the first thing I want to show you. So this is Hulk Hogan. Let me put up a screen. Give me 1 second. So this is Hulk Hogan at the I believe it was the Republican National Convention, if I'm not mistaken, the RNC. Let's listen to what he says here. And trust me, I'm going somewhere with this.
But what happened last week when they took a shot at my hero and they tried to kill the next president of the United States? Enough was enough. And I said, let Trumpomania run wild, brother. Let Trumpomania rule again. Let Trumpomania make America great again.
Look at that. Okay. See, there's a spirit. Shout out to everybody that watched my Understanding the Mindset of Esau. Okay. So we talked about that kind of when my channel first started blowing up. And all praises to the Most High Yahuwah for getting me out there to the Israelites. But I did a teaching on the mindset of Esau, understanding what that is. And I also said that it's not just a physical people that are Esau to this day. But there's also a spirit. Okay. There's a ruach. There is a spirit of Esau. And that spirit of Esau is directly from Satan, because think about it. If Satan hates Yasharal and did everything he could to destroy them through the nations, right? Esau is likened unto Hashatan, right? So there's a spirit, because that same hatred, how has it survived so long, right? Going back to Esau selling his birthright to Jacob for whatever reason, right? How has that hatred towards Jacob been able to perpetuate and live for thousands and thousands of years, even to this day, it's because it's a spirit, y'all. Okay, so it's not so much just a people, it is a spirit. Okay, and there are other nations who are not Esau, even our own family, even our own people that hate Negroes, hate their own. Okay, that is a spirit. Obviously, we're not Esau. We'd be Negroes, we'd be Jacob. But what I'm saying is that spirit can affect anybody, whether they're an Edomite or not, including Negroes. Okay, and what you are seeing in these times right now, family, is a stirring up towards this persecution. You guys know how I have been talking a while about how the persecution would increase towards Yasharal. And I believe that persecution is going to lead to the deliverance of Yasharal ultimately. So there's something he stirs up in these individuals. And it's the same thing with Donald Trump, that they stir up a spirit in these people. It's already in them naturally, right? Because they are Edomites. But it also produces a spirit of just, you know what I'm saying, just wild, like, you know what I'm saying, violence and overtaking and, you know, extremism, okay? Extremist concept in their minds, right? Where they just get riled up, right? Okay. Now, let me show you this next thing. Somebody asked me, why do I still believe Yahuwah is Yahusha? There's been a Facebook war. On a side note, there's been a Facebook war today. Some people are angry with me because I've been posting about Yahuwah being Yahusha, but we won't get too sidetracked on that. Y'all know what it is. This dude really hit me up just to ask me that. But, it's cool because I'd rather him coming to me in private, because they was trying to give me that work in the comment section. And y'all know I came with them scripts. You feel me? I came with them scripts. And it's like, y'all can't even answer basic questions. Like, how are you going to try to, war at me about that? But you can't even answer basic questions. Anyway, so I'm going to leave that alone. But there's a spirit being stirred up here, and you can see that. All right. And that's what you're seeing here in this. And I'm going to get to my point in a second. I just want to show you this.
As an entertainer, I tried to stay out of politics. But after everything that's happened to our country over the past 4 years and everything that happened last weekend, I can no longer stay silent. I'm here tonight.
Yummy, shalom,
I want
shalom.
the world to know that Donald Trump is a real American hero. And I'm proud to support my hero as the next president of this United States. So all you criminals, all you lowlifes, all you scumbags.
Okay, let me ask you all a question, Yasharal. Whenever them folks talk about criminals, what group of people do they usually associate that word criminal with? Let me know in the chat. What is the one group of people that they always associate the word criminal with? Linda Rutherford is in the building. Hey, sister. Shalom. Nice to see you. All praises to the Most High. Good to see you, sister. Loner P says, shalom, family. Keep up the good work. Appreciate you so much, fam. Thank you for dropping in. Yes, us. Thank you. Thank you. Us. We are normally referred to as criminals. That's who he's talking about, y'all. He's talking about us, family. And the thing is, racists understand the language of racism. They understand it. And so that's what they're cheering for. Okay. And this is, even though we can go to the FBI statistics and we can destroy this concept of Negroes being criminals, because their numbers are a lot higher than ours. Okay. I've shown the statistics. I mean, if y'all want me to show it again, I ain't got no problem doing that. Okay, just give me a 1 if y'all want me to show the statistics again, showing that the Caucasian is more typically attributed to crime. I can show you if you want to see it, but if not, don't worry about it. He's talking about us, okay? Very, very clearly. Let's keep watching.
All you drug dealers and all you crooked politicians need to answer one question, brother. What you gonna do when Donald Trump and all the Trumpomaniacs run wild on you, brother?
Drug dealers. Oh me, oh my. Yeah. Now, just in case you might say, Yexer, that's not really enough proof of him being and talking about us. Okay, that's easy, family. It's too easy. Okay. Yes, it was a message to us. Exactly, sister. Obedience to Yahuwah says, and Yahuwah rebukes them, whatever they're praying about against us, we praying right back at them. Hallelujah, Yahuwah. Exactly, sister. All praises to the Most High. Exactly. Okay. So let me show y'all this next thing, because just in case some people might, some of them folk might come on here and say, he's not racist. Okay. Well, look at this. I think this is very telling. So he's over here taking a picture with this neo-Nazi guy. And you guys see that tattoo with the double lightning? Yeah, that's sour cream supremacy, fam. Now, somebody could say, but Yexer, it's just a picture. He probably has a lot of fans. Well, this is his fan base. Okay? This is his fan base. I mean, it's not something to hide from or run from. It's just the truth. Now, Hulk Hogan got booed recently when he was, I guess he had there was some kind of wrestling event, and he stepped out to reprise his, role as a wrestler. And he got that everlasting work. They was booing him hard. He came out, he issued a statement, but the real reason why he was being booed, it's not just the things I've shown you, but it does tie to that. And I'm going to show you that in a second. But let me show you how they gave this man that work for real. He got that everlasting work, family. I mean, he definitely got that everlasting work. So let me show y'all this real quick. Check this out. Let me switch over to the screen. Okay, there we go. All praises to the Most High. So check this out. I thought that this was interesting.
Well, let me tell you something, brother. You know something, maniacs? I've been in this business.
Okay, that's not a hurrah. That's not a hooray. That is a boo. Okay? That with a capital B, gang. With a capital B. They were booing this man. Okay, you know what? Y'all know what it is. They were booing this man. Literally booing this man, family. Okay? And you might be saying, well, why? Why? Because, I mean, just when he was saying all that other stuff on the, in MAGA land, you know what I'm saying? Nobody had an issue with it, right? But why is he being booed here? Let me show you. So this audio recording was leaked of him, okay? An audio recording of him was leaked, and it's very telling. I'm going to play the video for you with the audio recording, and it has subtitles, so you'll be able to see what he's actually saying. But it was a secret phone call, and I guess he got upset because some Yahudi was sleeping with a white woman or something of that nature, and he was angry about it. You know what I'm saying? And, he was like, obviously he was a basketball player, you know what I'm saying? Athletic Yahudi. Obviously, them folks feel a way about the way the Most High built us. I understand. It's a life. It's an ongoing thing. It's always been that way. They've always felt a way about us because we built different, for lack of better word. So let me show y'all this, man. This is wild. And you know what? Let me say this. I'm going to play it for you, and I got something to say. All right. Let me share my screen, and I'm going to play this recording for you guys. Give me 1 second. All right, let me share my screen and jump over here. All right. All right, check this out, family. Whoa, did you hear that? I'm a race to a point, effing hard ERs. This is how they really feel. Okay. He wanted to say that out loud at the Republican National Convention, family, but he knew that it would be streaming on television and it would just be so blatant, right? That there would be backlash and it would look bad on the Republican Party, even though that's really how they feel. That's why they use code words. It's called coded racism. All right. Coded racism is what I like to call it, at least. It's a theory that in order for them to be able to fully talk about how they feel out loud amongst in public areas and things of that nature, right? Especially when you're talking about television and things like that in a public forum, they find ways to still blow dog whistles about how they feel about us, but they just do it in a more covert kind of way. Covert racism is another way to say it, but I like to say coded because they're actually speaking a certain type of coded language in order to convey how they feel amongst each other and feel comfortable to do so. Just like when you said drug dealers, then he said criminals. We know who he's talking about. Let's keep watching.
So it gets to the point where I was broke as fuck in the black guy's son. Would have been hanging out. I caught them holding hands together on the tour. They were getting close. I knew why I'm doing fucking good. I'm not a double standard type guy. I'm a racist to a point. Yeah. You know, there's then when it comes to nice people.
My. Okay, so our sister, Obedience to Yahuwah, says, I think it's his daughter that's dating this person. Now, I want you to also notice that he has said if you're going to mess or you're going to F with a hard ER, just make sure that they're a rich one. So obviously, this Negro would be possibly a chance to be drafted. You know what I'm saying? And so he feels a way about that. Okay. Can you imagine that, family, to grow up around a man who is literally a wrestler? So he's obviously a bodybuilder and all of that. And for him to still, and for her to gravitate towards us, because even his daughter, if this is his daughter, and I'm going to take my sister in the chat's word for it, I believe her. If this is his daughter, imagine the fact that even though you're a bodybuilder and you're a white man, even she knows the Negro is still physically and athletically superior to you. You feel what I'm saying? And I know that makes some people feel bad. I can't do anything about that. That's just facts. Okay. But even this young girl that was raised around a white man that's obviously a sour cream supremacist and doesn't have, black people that he's around regularly. So she was probably surrounded by all white people all her life, right? But then when she started to see the Negro and how, we dominate athletics, we dominate our muscles, they bulk quicker. I talked about that. I talked about the genes of the Yahudi Negro, the Israelite, not even just the Yahudi, not even just the Jew, the black Jew, but even the Israelites. Okay. We have something in our genes as men that makes our muscles bulk up much faster than these other nations. Okay. It's the same thing with black women. Okay. Now, that's why when you look at even female sports, black women dominate it because we are just built differently. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I could see why a lot of our people went into battle. Why, David was such a great king. They were warriors. You feel what I'm saying? And so she recognizes that, and now he feels a way about it. So we gonna look at some of these videos, y'all, because social media is cooking this man, bro. They are cooking this man. So we gonna have a little fun with this for real. Oh, before we get to that, let me show you this statement that he came out with to apologize. Obviously, he wasn't taking the backlash all too well. Let me pull that up real quick. Give me 1 sec. So Hulk Hogan apologized. Oh, man, that's crazy. That is crazy. And see, I mean, this recording is not new. It was actually known quite some time ago. But the thing is that it got out. And let me say this. I'm not surprised it came from him because he has made it clear where he stands, and I've always felt that about him. I'm more surprised that it got out, family. Okay? I want you to really listen to what I'm saying. I'm surprised it got out. I'm not surprised that he said it. That's why when you look at the thumbnail, it says wow, right? But I'm not shocked that he said it. I'm shocked that it got out. And why am I shocked that it got out? Obviously, they use coded racism, right? Covert racism when they're in public. But when they're around each other, they just fly off of the mouth. You get all kind of hard ERs almost at the end of every sentence. You feel what I'm saying? That's really how they talk amongst each other. Whoever was able to be within the realms to record that had to have been someone that he feels comfortable saying that around in order to record it. So maybe it was his daughter that leaked that video. I mean, I'm thinking it's a possibility. Somebody recorded it, and somebody not only recorded it but put it out. I'm just shocked it got out because when you look at the people he would regularly be around, according to the way he is, that's not something that they would probably put out to expose him, especially being the person that he is. So something does seem off about this. Yexer, Abari Rahuyin, what's up, Ak? Yexer, is the Undertaker like this too? I don't really know much about the Undertaker other than he obviously is, like a representation of like the devil or something. But yeah, I haven't heard anything about the Undertaker. I don't know about the Undertaker as far as in regards to this. Justin Zadaka says, Shalom, everyone. I'm learning a lot from Ak Yexer lately. This is my first live, though. Yo, what's up, Ak? Yeah, I saw you join the Patreon, man. I appreciate you. And it's nice to see you on the live. I normally don't go live this late, but you guys just caught me at the right time. So I'm glad that my videos and my lives have been helping you learn a lot. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah, yada Yahuwah. So all praises to Yahuwah for that. Appreciate you, though. All right, so let me show y'all this apology he did. Oh my gosh. It's like, you get found out, people pull your card, and then all of a sudden now you're just this regretful apologist. It's just crazy. Now I'm gonna show y'all some of the memes too. The memes are hilarious right now. He getting cooked. And obviously, the people on the right, they're saying, oh, he doesn't need to apologize. He doesn't need to do that. Nah, he does. I mean, he wouldn't have felt the need to apologize if it wouldn't have got out, but it did. Like I said, I just think it could possibly be his daughter. Okay, let me see here. Okay, let me show y'all this first thing here. This is just crazy. Wow. Okay, so let me show you guys this real quick, and then we'll look at some other stuff here. This is just crazy. All right, let me show y'all this. Share my screen. Okay, let me jump over here and show y'all what he had said. Hulk Hogan says wrestlers who didn't accept his apology don't understand the brotherhood of wrestling. Brotherhood. Interesting. Look at his face. I mean, bro, he's literally red. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he's obviously Caucasian, but I mean, yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just all in his face. You know what I'm saying? It's like, eat him. Yeah. But anyway, so he basically, made this statement or this apology or whatever. And he said that, I said a bad word when that's not what it was that you did, brother. It was much worse than that. Can't never hold these people accountable at all. I'm going to play you a little bit of a video where he gives a little bit more context to his apology or whatever. And we'll jump back over to his other thing I want to show you guys. Give me 1 sec. Let me switch over here. It's crazy. All right, check this out. Fair use.
It was unacceptable for me to have used that offensive language. There's no excuse for it, and I apologize for having done it. That is not who I am. I believe very strongly that every person in the world is important and should not be treated differently based on race, gender, orientation, religious beliefs, or otherwise. I am disappointed with myself that I used language that is offensive and inconsistent with my own beliefs. How interesting. The language. So he has apologized for using the language, and he says it's inconsistent with his beliefs. So what exactly are his beliefs then? Because it certainly sounded like he believed what he was saying then. And you would think that a person in a private conversation is probably actually saying what aligns with their beliefs more than what they say when they're doing a public relations statement. So this isn't the sort of thing where you just get to say, I said the wrong words. Because it's not just the words, it's the beliefs, it's the attitudes underneath. You're saying,
okay, so basically he's saying, I'm sorry for this language and it was hateful and I didn't mean to say it and I didn't mean it in that way. Cap! You just got caught, bro. And listen, his Jewish lawyers probably suggested he issue a statement. Okay? Just to protect his image. Okay? But the truth of the matter is, this is not really going to affect him financially or anything of that nature. He might have got booed, but at the end of the day, you know who his fan base is. And they will continue to support him as long as he echoes sour cream supremacy. That's just the way it works. Okay? Why you think those Trump supporters still rock with Candace Owens? Because she's still echoing those same sentiments about anti-Negro rhetoric, even though she's a Negro. Now, let me show y'all some of these memes. They are cooking this boy. I'm serious. They are really cooking him. So let me show y'all this, man. This is hilarious. Check this out.
One of the stars of last night's show is actually doing a live press conference. Let's head over to that right now. I believe Hulk Hogan is doing a live press conference to address everything that happened last night.
Hello and welcome to this press conference that I've called the day after arguably the greatest day in my professional career. Last night, tens and tens and tens and tens and tens of millions of people watched the Hulkster bring the house down on WWE Raw to usher in the Netflix era in the Intuit Dome. It's the greatest night of my life. With that, I'd like to open it up to a couple questions.
That's good.
Hi, Mr. Hulkster. This is Peter Penz from the Mark Times.
Yeah, I can tell you look like a Mark, son.
Thank you. I appreciate that, I guess. Booing
Bro, I'm sorry. His impressions are a point.
was actually trending on X last night. I wasn't sure if you had any comments about the almost negative opening that you received when you were out on the stage, sir. Thank you.
Well, yeah, if you think those were boos, I can tell you're a fucking mark, okay? I've been doing this a long time, kid, and you get used to the Hulk Hogan.
Wow. Oh, man. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this other thing here from him. Give me a second. Let me switch over here to this next thing. Some of these memes, man, they are definitely having fun with this. So let me show y'all this one right here. Check this out. Somebody said Colby Covington getting dog walked by a black man after walking with racist washed up Hulk Hogan is a good way to end the Oh man, yeah. And you know, people are like, bro, this is always how he's been. It's just that it got exposed a little more, right? Let's see what else we have here. Hulk Hogan getting booed. Get that racist off my screen. Okay, let me show y'all this one. This one's funny. Okay, I'm gonna turn the music off. I can't. Oh man, that's hilarious. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what else is on here. Okay. Let me show you this one. Just saw Hulk Hogan's racist self get booed off of WWE Raw. It's about darn time. Yeah, I can attest. That's The Rock right there, spitting in his face.
You're washed. It's over. You're done. You're washed. It's over.
I gotta save that for a meme. That's hilarious. Go back to one known racist Hulk delivers embarrassing promo in which he's booed out of the building. Yeah, and we just watched that video. He said directly in his own words, "I am racist."
I like that guy, Trump. Hogan, Taker's MAGA as fuck. Gets cheered everywhere he goes. Hogan doesn't. So what's the difference? The difference is Taker's like, I like that guy, Trump. Hogan goes, I like Trump. Also, I hate black people and they should die. And I am racist.
also,
racist.
I don't think I did anything wrong by saying the.
Oh, wait, let me read y'all this. Hulk Hogan wasn't just racist. He was so specifically and uniquely racist that after his son almost unalived his friend in a wreck, one of Hogan's primary concerns was that he and his family would be reincarnated into black family due to karma. This was caught on audio. When he came back to WWE, he hit the roster with a "be careful about cameras" as opposed to "I'm sorry." Wow. So I guess he thinks we just the bottom of the barrel, right? Whew. Some of these Gentiles are going to be in for a rude awakening. And we're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5 in a minute because I want to show y'all something. But this is crazy.
The N-word. People shouldn't have been recording me.
Yes. If Undertaker got leaked right now for a clip where he literally is dropping the N-word and says, and I quote, I am a racist, which is a thing he said. People forget about what Hogan said. He said with his own words directly, I am racist. He said it. That was his word on record. And guess what, Rob?
Is that what he
I'm
was
gonna remind
writing?
everybody, he did not apologize publicly or privately.
Okay, I think he was writing, he was spray painting the hard ER word.
Privately, no apologies for this.
No, he did. Remember, he went to Extreme Rules and he apologized to the locker room, but he didn't say I'm sorry. No, Titus O'Neil got mad because he didn't say I'm sorry that I said it. He's like, oh man, you got to watch out for people recording y'all. Man.
Yes. He went to the boys. He had an opportunity to save face on some level, and he went on a speech about being careful saying certain things around certain people. He didn't say, I'm sorry for being deeply and embarrassingly racist. He said, yo, man, y'all got to be careful, man. You can't be talking about niggers around certain people.
So he has a history of this, actually. Watching Hulk Hogan racist self get booed out of the building on January. She laid on the floor, bro. Bro, the Yahoo Deem are hilarious, bro. You know, she was all laying on the floor. Oh boy. All right, let's keep going. Watching people sit and act like Hulk Hogan political views are why people don't like him is funny. People don't F with Hogan because he's racist piece of crap and he's effing trash. You want to rock with him, cool. F you and F Hulk Hogan. Okay. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Hulk Hogan got booed because he's a Trump supporter. Okay, that's actually not why he got booed, but okay.
Universes.
It says former WWE wrestler Mark Henry reacts to Hulk Hogan getting booed at WWE's Raw's Netflix debut and reveals he suggested to Hulk Hogan that he toured black colleges to explain his racist remarks, but Hogan refused. Uh-oh. Let's watch this, y'all. I'm going to turn this down a little bit. It's kind of loud. All right.
Reaction to Hulk Hogan. You surprised to see the Hulkster, one of the greatest, if not the greatest of all time, get booed a little bit in Los Angeles?
I mean, that's arguable. Anytime that you consider the Mount Rushmore in the top 10 of wrestling all time, Hogan is always going to be in that top 10. But right now, with the social climate and the things that he said and done and his lack of effort to try to fix it, people are going to come down on it. I never had an issue with him before I heard all of the stuff. And even then, I believe in giving second chances. Anybody that knows me knows that I'm a fix-it person. I'm not going to dwell on the negative. I'm not going to talk about the past. We're going forward. And he never wanted to go forward and fix it. So, that's what happens when you think that everything is going to go away. It's not going to go away.
We've talked in the past about that and his history. Have you ever talked to him about it, or no? He's just kind of let it go away.
No, he thinks it's going to go away. That it's not going to be that dark cloud over his career. I have not said, I offered to say, hey, let's do a tour of the black colleges, law schools, and explain what happened. He didn't want to do that.
My. Okay, so it says he was booed through his entire speech as well. Okay, hold on. I want to see this.
I've been in this business for over 40 years, and the greatest part of my life was being part of this great WWE, guys.
Y'all hear them boos, bro? It's going crazy right now.
I've had all kind of tag team partners over the years, but you, the fans, have been my greatest tag team partner because you guys have stuck with me through thick and thin, fans. I've got a new tag team partner right now. I got Hulk Hogan's Real American Beer that I've teamed up. And in the past, I've had a whole bunch of partners down the line. I had incredible partners like the Macho Man Randy Savage. I've had.
Dang, bro. Yeah, they really, really ain't rocking with this. But like I said, that's just an event where, that happened. But like I said, his core fan base will definitely continue to support him. Yeah, that is wild. Let's see if there's anything else here. This is just wild. Hulk. Okay, this is another video. I think that's pretty much it. Wow, look at this. This is a perfect representation of that guy. Fully agree with this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna save this. It's only a matter of time until he says something else. Let me play you this video because this also took place at the Republican National Convention. Well, actually, I think it was shortly after the Republican National Convention. Let me show y'all this real quick.
President Trump is the devil, whoever screamed that out. President Trump is the Antichrist. President Trump is the devil, whoever screamed that out. President Trump is the Antichrist. President Trump is the devil, whoever screamed that out.
Okay, I guess that's some kind of remix. Buddhist man. Oh man. This is another one of the guys I told you that he was taking a picture with, and look at the tattoos all over his body. Christian pagan cross. Yeah. Look at that. Now this right here. Now a lot of us understand this to be 666, right? This hand symbol right here, which it does mean that, but it has another meaning, and I'm not talking about A-OK. If y'all watch my videos or have been here for a minute, you should know what this represents, other than 666 and other than A-OK. All right. So if you know, let me know in the chat, and if you don't know, I'll tell you. Give me a 1 if you know what it means other than A-OK or 666. Give me a 2 if you don't know what it means other than those two things. I just want to see how many people know. Wait, dude said that at Trump's own rally. They're not even trying to hide it. No. That video that I just showed you guys, that was obviously manipulated and chopped up, but it wasn't legitimate. Okay. Batia Baya Yasharal is here. Hey sis, shalom. Okay. So Carolina doesn't know. Dark Kid doesn't know. Jeannie knows. Patricia doesn't know. Batia Baya doesn't know. Umi Yayakiyada doesn't know. She did know, but she forgot. Okay, fair enough. DOTY Wilson doesn't know. Stephanie doesn't know. Bino knows. All praises. Yeah, Bino's one of my day ones. All praise to the Most High. Okay. 2. Okay, I'm gonna show you guys what it means. Check this out. White power. That's what it means. See? W-P. Now, let me ask y'all all something here. Do you find it interesting that the same symbol that is thrown up by the Luciferian elite, as well as the celebrities and all these sellouts to this Luciferian system, do you find it interesting, family? It's the same symbol they use. I find it very, very, very interesting. But yeah, and you see the Proud Boys throwing up this symbol too. Let me show y'all that. See? Look at that. So when you see them throwing that up, and this is what I mean when I go back to the coded language, it's not so much just words and coded words, but also symbolism. And Trump throws this up all the time. Let me see if I can show y'all that. Y'all always see Trump throwing that up. Now, like I said, it also means 666. But why do you think they abound around him so much? Because he throws it up all the time. Look at this. Look at that. So through coded language, he is letting his fan base know what he really stands for. Because some people will look at this and say, okay, well, this don't really mean anything, right? Because they're looking at it as more as like the satanic, you know what I'm saying, symbolism he might be throwing up, or just think he's saying A-OK. But what they don't realize is a lot of these people that he's doing that with and throwing that up for is people like the Proud Boys and sour cream supremacists. And that's why he's able to stir up something in them without even blatantly saying things out loud. All he got to do is throw that symbol up. It's like a sour cream supremacist gang sign. Yep. Interesting, isn't it? See, constantly throwing it up. over and over again. Right here. See that Confederate flag? Right here. The right, Unite the Right, the violent sour cream supremacist group. And you've got a lot of them. Proud Boy is one of the most known ones, but there's many factions within what you would call MAGA that feels the same way. Look, you got this woman right here, Trump supporter, throwing it up. Okay? It's not an accident. It's a dog whistle. It's a silent dog whistle. Well, dog whistles are already silent, right? But it is essentially a dog whistle right here. You can see it. And that's why these type of people show up to his rallies. Unite the Right. Look, unite. We're gonna read this article because I'm interested to see what this says. But look at that. Unite the Right. And what do you see? These symbols right here, the NAZIs, and then you also have the Confederate flag. Matter of fact, let's go to this real quick. Let's look at this real quickly here. The Unite the Right rally was a sour cream supremacist rally that took place in Charlottesville, Virginia from August 11th to 2017. Marchers include members of the alt-right, neo-Confederates, neo-fascists, white nationalists, and neo-Nazis, Klansmen, and far-right militias. Some groups chanted racist and anti-Semitic slogans and carried weapons, NAZI and neo-NAZI symbols. The Valnut, Confederate battle flags, crosses flags, and other symbols of various past and present AS and anti-Islamic groups. The organizers' stated goals included the unification of the American white nationalist movement and opposing the proposed removal of the statue of General Robert E. Lee, who, by the way, was a slave owner. By the way, he was a slave owner. That's why they wanted to pull it down. Well, certain people wanted to pull it down, but they want to keep it up because they look up to these heathens, okay? Because they're heathens, right? From Charlotte's former Lee Park, the rally sparked a national debate over Confederate iconography, racial violence, and sour cream supremacy. The event had hundreds of participants. The rally occurred amid the controversy, which was generated by the removal of Confederate monuments. You see? They started destroying these Confederate statues that represent the Confederacy and the people who were for slavery and wanted to keep it alive in the South, right? By local governments following the Charleston church shooting in 2015, in which Dylan Roof, a sour cream supremacist, shot and killed 9 members of a black church. Y'all remember that? This guy right here? Look at him. Look like a Malakim, homie. Fallen Malakim or something. Horrite. I mean, he just looked demonic. Look at him. In which Dylan Roof, a sour cream supremacist, unalived 9 members of a black church, included the minister, a state senator, and wounded another member of the church. And the rally turned violent after protesters clashed with counter protesters, resulting in more than 30 injured. On the morning of August 12th, Virginia Governor Terry Offaly declared a state of emergency, stating that the public safety could be safeguarded without potential additional powers. Within an hour at 11:22, the Virginia State Police declared the rally to be an unlawful assembly. At around 1:45, self-identified sour cream supremacist James Alex Fields Jr. deliberately rammed his car into a crowd of counter protesters. Whoa, so violent. Wow. From the rally site, killing Heather Heyer and injuring 35 people. Fields fled the scene in his car, but was arrested soon afterward, and he was tried and convicted in Virginia state of first-degree murder and malicious wounding and other crimes in 2018, with the jury recommended a sentence of life imprisonment plus 419 years. The following year, Fields pled guilty to 29 federal crimes and a plea agreement to avoid the death penalty in his trial. Wow. Yeah, that's a good one. Neanderthug, right? That's what I would call it, essentially. Because, man, boy. Man. Oh, and by the way, here's another example of what I was talking about. See that? You see the symbol? The WP symbol, for lack of a better word. These are the people that you will find on the right. And that's why I'm so I'm not shocked, but at the same time, I still have a hard time wrapping my mind around it. Jeannie. Jeannie. She's like, you guessed it, y'all. Honky power. Oh boy, that's hilarious. It's also interesting because when you really think about it, right? When I think about the whole censorship thing, give me a 1 in the chat because I actually think that I can tie this to what we're doing tonight. Give me a 1 in the chat if you guys saw Mark Zuckerberg talking about free speech. Give me a 1 if y'all remember that, or if you heard about that. Mark Zuckerberg, the founder of Facebook, him saying that, he wants to bring about free speech. Give me a 1 if you've seen that video or heard about it or anything of that nature. Okay, Kenya heard about it. All praises to the Most High. The Hickamaniacs. Y'all wild, man. Okay, so you guys did hear about it. Okay. What I find to be interesting, everybody, is now Mark Zuckerberg was against so-called free speech, right? I mean, obviously, during the whole pandemic, they were censoring us left and right? Had no free speech to talk about the ouch, right? The snake bite. Well, let me show y'all that video of Mark Zuckerberg real quick. I just find it interesting that he kind of rebranded himself in a way. It's very, very, very interesting. So let me show y'all this from CNN. It's a CNN clip. And this is him talking about this. And then he just recently went on the Joe Rogan podcast. And it seems like they're trying to introduce him in a new type of way. But I'm just noticing a lot of people are kind of bending the knee to Trump. Even people that were like super extremist liberals, you know what I'm saying, are now kind of moving more towards like a libertarian perspective. So let's look at this real quick. All right, here we go. Let me pull up this.
Right, breaking news just moments ago. Facebook announced it is getting rid of fact checkers and also making major changes to what content is allowed. This is just the latest move as Facebook's parent company Meta and founder Mark Zuckerberg work to very publicly win favor with Donald Trump.
The recent elections also feel like a cultural tipping point towards once again prioritizing speech. So we're going to get back to our roots and focus on reducing mistakes, simplifying our policies, and restoring free expression on our platforms. More specifically, here's what we're going to do. First, we're going to get rid of fact checkers and replace them with community notes similar to X, starting in the US. We tried in good faith to address those concerns without becoming the arbiters of truth. But the fact checkers have just been too politically biased and have destroyed more trust than they've created, especially in the US.
Wow. Getting rid of fact checkers. And Claire Duffy, you can see her right here, is here with us now. So what's going on here?
Yeah, John, this is a major reversal. Let's not forget that the reason that Facebook and Meta introduced this third-party fact-checking system in the first place was because it was accused of allowing foreign actors to spread disinformation and discord around American political elections. Now the company is saying it is getting rid of those third-party fact-checkers.
Okay, by the way, I'm being currently shadow banned on Facebook at the moment. A lot of people are not seeing my posts. I have a sister, shout out to her, Crystal, one of our grafted in brothers and sisters in Yahusha. She's being hit with removals from her post damn near every day. She done posted in like the last 3 or 4 days all these warnings that she's getting from Facebook. And we post the truth. Whether it's about Yahuwah, whether it's about Yahusha, whether it's about Yahshua, whether it's about the scriptures, or whether it's about this Luciferian system. And she's constantly getting hit with these bans and these removals. So free speech, where? I'm being shadow banned. She's being shadow banned. She's having posts removed. I can't even do certain things on Facebook because I still got these bans on me on Facebook where I can't do certain things. Y'all saw what happened on Shabbat. I literally got kicked off. Perfect example. Y'all saw what happened on Shabbat, family. I literally told y'all I got kicked off of Facebook while I was talking about the flat earth. This is all cap. Okay. So I'm living proof of that. And to those of y'all that are on Facebook, I'm sure you know somebody or are friends with somebody that got their stuff banned recently. So I'm trying to understand what they're talking about with this free speech stuff, because it sounds like cap to me. Or is it only free speech to a certain group of people that look like him? That's what I really think is what they're saying. Because remember, family, okay? Elon Musk is supposed to be a so-called free speech absolutist as well. And ever since he owns that platform, all I see is sour cream supremacy. You got NAZIs on there. You got skinheads on there. You got triple Ks on there. And they are very blatant on places like Twitter about how they feel about us. I see it every day. You might not, obviously, I don't follow these people, right? But somehow, some way, they get pushed through the algorithms. Right? They get pushed through the algorithms, and it's you could just be scrolling and just, trying to look for information or just checking your timeline, and these random videos of, people saying disparaging things about Black people. There was a beautiful little baby girl, I'm saying, a daughter of Zion, just beautiful Afrocentric, beautiful Black girl. And this white man literally posted, man, she would look so much better with her head bashed in with a hammer. See, that type of stuff is allowed, right? That type of stuff is allowed to be on these platforms. So when I hear him say I'm more about free speech, it's free speech to a certain people, okay? Not us, not the Negro. And I've already, and you know what, Yahuwah willing, family, I will do a video on how racist AI is, because that's something y'all also need to understand. It is very, very, very ray-ray, okay? As a matter of fact, Black YouTube creators such as myself, we don't get pushed in the algorithms. Now, it's much worse, because not only am I a Negro, but because I'm a Yahudi and I'm teaching you the truth about Yahuwah Yahusha. And now we the people of the book. So I expect to be, not as pushed out there in the algorithms, right? But what I will say that's interesting, though, is Black creators. So just typical Black creators, right? They are being targeted and suppressed in the algorithms. Meanwhile, you have Caucasians who make the same type of content, and they're being pushed all the way to the top. Just like that Black, have y'all ever seen that girl on TikTok? She's a daughter of Zion, Black woman, right? And she does these, like, she's like an NPC, and you guys have probably heard of her or seen her videos if you're on TikTok, but she's like, yes, 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 yes. Like, she does that, I'm saying, that little caricature on TikTok, right? Well, she has this filter on where everybody assumed that she was light skinned, right? But when she went to the Stream Awards, everybody was shocked that she was actually a darker skinned woman. Okay. Beautiful chocolate brown, right? She had to finesse the algorithms and to make herself to appear more racially ambiguous to even get promoted in the algorithms. This is what I'm talking about. It is deep. So if the algorithms are already programmed to be racist, imagine what free speech they're talking about and who's going to be pushed through the algorithms more. This is why I say I think our time as Yasharal is coming to an end, family. As far as not, and let me be clear. I don't mean as far as us being the chosen or nothing. I'm saying our time is coming to an end as far as being able to be on these platforms and speak this truth unapologetically. I was just telling somebody earlier, I believe that they're going to start coming for the name of Yahuwah Yahusha. Okay? Eventually they will come for that. That's why I'm doing as much as I can to make as much content, push out as much content as I possibly can while I'm able to. Y'all already know they coming for me. Look what happened with Esau and the Horites documentary. Look what happened with the original one. 100,000 views. 100,000 views, and it got removed. I was forced to remove it because they were going to give me another strike, and I already had one. If I would have got one more, they would have deleted my channel. Y'all know how they banned me for a week because of one of my songs. Babies Lives Matter being banned on streaming platforms. Y'all know what it is. This is only going to get worse. That's what Mark Zuckerberg is talking about. Free speech for them. Same reason why I said they're going to rip away your civil rights and give it to them. Trump talking about giving them restitution for hate crimes against Caucasians. Did I tell you or did I tell you? Let's look at the rest of this. Yes, they want to silence us. Daral Yahoo says, can we download these files and save them? Which files are you referring to, sister? Which files are you referring to? I'm not sure what you're talking about exactly. Let's finish up this video here.
And we'll introduce this system called Community Notes, which is something that Elon Musk has also rolled out on X. It lets users add user-generated context labels to posts, but you're relying on users to do that and to bring in the information. This was announced on Fox and Friends by Joel Kaplan, who's one of the company's top Republicans just last week. We talked about he was elevated to the company's top policy job. Here's how he described the system.
And so somebody can write a note, and then the way it works is different people on the platform can sort of vote on that note. And if you get people who usually disagree, who all say, yeah, that sounds right, then that note gets put on the post and people see it. X has been doing it for a while. We think it's working really well, and we're going to adopt that system. So
Meta also is announcing a number of other changes to its moderation practices. It's going to scale back some of the automatic filters that catch bad content. It says it will keep that for things like terrorism, child sexual exploitation, but for lower severity violations, it's going to ask users to report those before it evaluates them. Company's also moving one of its key safety teams from California to Texas. Again, an effort to sort of appeal to perhaps users in that part of the country. And Zuckerberg said that this is going to allow more bad things to make it onto the platform. He acknowledged that, but he said it will help with free expression.
A couple points I want to make here. Number one, Joel Kaplan announced that on Fox News.
Okay, free expression. Free expression.
Again, everything very public, unsubtle, I think, what Meta is doing here. And I think they would perhaps admit to that. I don't think they would run away from that. And the New York Times reporting that the Trump administration got a heads up.
And there was a heads up. Now, let's go back to him. So if you notice, he's wearing this chain. He done grew his hair out. He's kind of got a more of a urban appeal, I guess you could call it, or to seem kind of more, being accepted by the masses. They're definitely bringing about a bait and switch. And what's going to happen is it's actually a trap. This will usher in digital ID. This will usher in this system. It's all a trap. Okay. And this will also lead to the persecution of Yasharal for sure. Now, let me show y'all this other video here of Trump talking about the same thing, which is this free speech. And I'm going to show you what I think that actually means. And I'm going to show you that in a minute. But let me show you this first thing here. So first of all, Trump admitted that Mark Zuckerberg reached out to him after the so-called assassination attempt. And I kind of noticed he was going in a different direction and changing his tune on Trump, because he literally said in one of his podcasts, or one podcast he did with somebody else, he said, Trump getting shot at and, holding his fists in there. He's like, that was really badass of him. Right. So I kind of knew the direction he was going in. Right. That's why I say this whole thing about the attempt on his life, that's all a lie, bro. It's all fake. It's a whole psyop. Super psyop-y, super oppy, bro. So let's look at this next thing.
Have said that the picture wasn't altered. At first they said it was altered, and then they said no, it was a bug. So Mark Zuckerberg. My point is these companies would not allow any information out about what happened.
So Mark Zuckerberg called me. First of all, he called me a few times. He called me after the event, and he said that was really amazing. It was very brave, and and he actually announced he's not going to support a Democrat because he can't, because he respected me for what I did that day. I think what I did maybe was to me, it was a normal response. But I was called by Mark Zuckerberg yesterday, the day before, on this same subject. And he actually apologized. He said they made a mistake, et cetera, and they're correcting the mistake. Google, nobody called from Google. One of the things like doing a show like yours, your show, you see it on Fox. But where you really see it is all over the place. They take clips of your show that you're doing right now with me. And if I do a good job, they're going to vote for me. They're going to vote for me because it's not just on Fox. It's on Fox is a smaller part of it. You're on all over those little beautiful cell phones. You're all over the place. You have a product. You have a great product. Google has been very bad. They've been very irresponsible. And I have a feeling that Google is going to be close to shutdown because I don't think Congress is going to take it. I really don't think so. Google has to be careful. Now, I will say this. I believe Mark Zuckerberg, he called me a lot. They are working on, and I think they fixed it.
Okay, now let me show y'all this video he did talking about free speech. And this is what I'm warning you guys about. It's not free speech like people think it is. And like I said, they'll be in for a pleasant surprise.
If we don't have free speech, then we just don't have a free country. It's as simple as that. If this most fundamental right is allowed to perish, then the rest of our rights and liberties will topple just like dominoes, one by one. They'll go down. That's why today I'm announcing my plan to shatter the left-wing censorship regime and to reclaim the right to free speech for all Americans. And reclaim is a very important word in this case because they've taken it away. In recent weeks, bombshell reports have confirmed that a sinister group of deep state bureaucrats, Silicon Valley tyrants, left-wing activists, and depraved corporate news media have been conspiring to manipulate and silence the American people. They have collaborated.
Why does he do that? It's like Snuffleupagus or something.
To suppress vital information on everything from elections to public health. The censorship cartel must be dismantled and destroyed, and it must happen immediately. And here's my plan. First, within hours of my inauguration, I will sign an executive order banning any federal department or agency from colluding with any organization, business, or person to censor, limit, categorize, or impede the lawful speech of American citizens. I will then ban federal money from being used to label domestic speech as mis or disinformation. And I will begin the process of identifying and firing every federal bureaucrat who has engaged in domestic censorship, directly or indirectly, whether they are the Department of Homeland Security, the Department of Health, Human Services, the FBI, the DOJ, no matter who they are. Second, I will order the Department of Justice to investigate all parties involved in the new online censorship regime, which is absolutely destructive and terrible, and to aggressively prosecute any and all crimes identified.
Aggressively prosecute? Family, this is a dictatorship. Trump with his big ass horse teeth. Bro, I can't with him. Dude is so cringe. Right. Absolutely. I mean, he's totally an actor, but this is hilarious, bro. Yeah. These entities are up to something big. Definitely. And this is what I've been warning you guys about. All praise to the Most High if y'all have been heeding the call. And, you know what I'm saying? Y'all, I'm like, all praise to the Most High, those who didn't fall for the whole, Kool-Aid politics stuff. But this is a dictatorship. And also what I believe about the whole thing about the free speech thing is I also think it means you're not going to be able to criticize him. You're not going to be able to talk about him in a negative way. That is essentially a dictatorship, family. That's why Elon Musk is glazing him, bowing a knee to him. That's why Mark Zuckerberg is bowing a knee to him all of a sudden. A lot of these liberal lunatics are bowing a knee to him. Something is changing. Something is changing. And these people in these higher positions, not as high positions as him, but those people in Hollywood and stuff like that, they are seeing the writing on the wall. And listen, I'm not the type of person that can, not say what I feel on my heart, right? I'm not that kind of person. Y'all know that. I wanted to address the Raw Yahoo. She asked me, is there a way to download these video files? So there is a way to do that. If you go to there's actually a one that I have, and it's called I can't even think of it right now. If you go on Google and you look up YouTube to MP4 converter, you can download the videos, but there's actually a faster way to do it. I just can't remember what the software is because I had it on my other computer and I got to literally transfer it over and stuff like that. But there is a actual program you can use to download videos. But if you don't have a computer, it would be best just to go to, if you Google YouTube to MP4 converter, you can download the videos. But I'm also posting all these videos on Patreon too. So, obviously, if they came from my YouTube, I would still be able to have a way to make content for you guys. But yeah, just try to do YouTube to MP4 converter. And that's one way you can download it. There's actually, like I said, a program you can install on your computer, but if you don't have a PC, that would be the best way to do it. Yeah.
These include possible violations of federal civil rights law, campaign finance laws, federal election law, securities law, and antitrust laws, the Hatch Act, and a host of other potential criminal, civil, regulatory, and constitutional offenses.
Yeah, this is wild. This is just total fascism. Now, I want to show you guys this comedian. He had a take on it. And, obviously his language is a little vile, but I think he understands what we're dealing with here. So let me pull him up next and show y'all what he had to say about this whole called free speech thing they're talking about. So let me pull that up here. Okay. Let's pull up this next thing here. When I saw the clip on social media, and I was like, oh, he's definitely speaking some truth there. So let me show y'all what he said. And there is some foul language, so just a heads up. Here we go.
I'm not sure if you guys saw that Mark Zuckerberg speech. He actually made a video talking about free speech on Facebook, Instagram, free speech. He says, we in this time need to be able to express ourselves, better. We shouldn't have to be censored because we made a mistake and we were censoring people left and right. And this is what I got from it, that he is going to give us more leniency to speak our minds. And I'm looking at this like, really? What is Zuck up to, man? It sounds too good to be true, because I know one thing. I know people say you're race baiting, but a lot of African-American creators get blocked. We get shadow banned. We get our shit taken down. It'll be like community guidelines over some bullshit. And a lot of times you'll block the African-American creators, the black creators that are like doing positive shit or some smart shit, some cool shit. You block all that. But the African-Americans that are cooning, buffooning, and acting a goddamn fool, they got millions and millions of followers. You never.
Bro said cooning and buffooning. I'm going to use that for sure. I like that. Cooning and buffooning. Facts.
Block them. But all the people that I know, the men and women that are doing the really dope stuff, whether it's historical, whether it's creative musically stuff, making people think and just fly shit, nothing like too over the top, you block them. Block them for no reason. And don't give an explanation either. There's no explanation. You can't talk to anybody. You try to appeal it. They don't appeal it. But then if there's a white kid that steals something from a black kid, you give them all the numbers, all the fucking numbers. That's all facts. And this is the truth. I don't know if it's racially biased. I don't know if these algorithms are, but it feels that way, because a lot of my white friends, they're never getting blocked. They're never getting shadow banned. I don't see that, especially if you're an artist. You should be able to have a little more leniency, especially if you're a comedian, you joke about stuff, no matter what the race is. So Zuckerberg, if you're talking about free speech, is this like code word for, yo, white people, do what the fuck you do best. Because I feel like that's a code word for N-word all day. Because they already do that. We might get riddled with N-word.
He's funny, y'all.
I don't know. So I'm hoping that you mean equal and fair expression of self, you know, because yeah, I'm ready for this. I'm ready. I want everything to be free. I want this to be the Wild West. So Zuckerberg, I'm watching your ass, because you definitely watching us because it's your platform. So don't block this though. Don't block this one.
Dude is hilarious, bro. But he's speaking truth, and that's why I follow him. I know he uses some foul language, but he talks a lot of truth about us and what we deal with. You know what I'm saying? I feel like he's a brother. He get around the right Negroes, man. He'll be calling on Yahusha too, for real. You know what I'm saying? So let me show you this next thing. So this is a creator by the name of Corey Kenshin, okay? A young Yahudi, okay? He has he's one of these Negroes on his platform that's doing really, really well. He does gaming videos. Obviously, gaming videos are very, very popular. He talks about the racism he has experienced here on YouTube, okay? And I'm showing you this because I'm painting a picture to how much worse this will get. Now, I'm going to show you him, and then I'm going to show you the TikTok girl that literally had to use a filter to make herself appear to be more lighter skinned because as a dark skinned woman, the algorithms would not promote her content, okay? And like I said, I'll do a deeper study on that as far as the AI and how it's programmed to be the way it is against us. But let me show y'all this first video from this Ak real quick.
There have been certain situations that I looked at kind of funny. I said,
Okay, so look at that. He has 20 million followers. So he does have a big name on this platform. But he's going to talk to you about how even though he has 20 million followers and millions of fans and millions of views, he is still nowhere near the content creators that are Caucasian that make the same type of content. Okay? So he even at 20 million followers, he is still considered the bottom of the barrel in the YouTube world compared to other content creators that do the same thing that are Caucasian. Let me show you this.
It could be because of that, but nah, I'm not trying to press that. I don't want to build that narrative around my YouTube channel. This time, I can no longer let it slide. This is the situation. August 18th, I uploaded The Mortuary Assistant. A lot of you would know it got age restricted because the following video I did, I let you guys know it got age restricted. YouTube didn't tell me why. I saw that all these other YouTubers were playing The Mortuary Assistant and only my video seemed to be age restricted. And I looked for like an hour, 2 hours. I was scrolling all different types of people's video. No one else's was age restricted. So I appealed the restriction. Hey guys, I'm not sure why mine got age restricted. Could you look into this? Appeal rejected. They doubled down. The policy team said, no, Corey, your video is restricted for good reason. We're not going to tell you why, but it's restricted. That's our final decision.
And this is what we deal with in the YouTube world. This is what we deal with in the YouTube world, family. Us Negro creators. And it's like, even if I didn't have like images of me and stuff like that, because my mannerisms are very much Negro, they would know. We have a certain way we talk. We have a certain way we carry ourselves. They would know without ever actually revealing, you know what I'm saying, what I look like and stuff like that. They would still be working against me because they know I'm a Negro, right?
Okay. I get with my YouTube rep. I sent him an email. Hey, could you look at this? This is some weird stuff going on. Only my video got age restricted. My YouTube rep, who isn't on the policy team, he looked at my video and he said, hey, it could possibly be this part at the end where the woman was battling some depression. And I'm just going to leave it there, lest this video also get age restricted just because I'm talking about it. So I looked at that part. The first thing I did was try to find other YouTubers who had that part, or at least a part similar. Now, Markiplier, I don't know if you'll ever see this, but I just want you to know I have a lot of respect for you, and I didn't mean to drag you into the middle of this. Your channel just happens to be a great reference point because A, you're a really big YouTuber, and B, you're not black. So I can look at your channel, and then I can look at my channel or look at anyone else's channel and make sure that the things and the games that you play, all that they're enforcing the rules equally to everybody. So I go to Markiplier's Mortuary Assistant Part 3, and he had the same situation going on, and his video wasn't age restricted. So I send the video to my YouTube rep. I say, hey, Markiplier has this situation in his video, but his isn't age restricted. Could you send that to the policy team and see what they say about that? He said, wow, Corey, that's some astute detective work. Let me send this to them and see what they say. What do you think happened after that? I'll give you.
Okay, now let me just show you who this Mark Pliers guy is he's talking about. Mark Pliers is a Caucasian that makes the same content he makes. Look how many followers he has. Almost 40 million. Almost 2 times that of what Corey has. Okay? This is what I'm talking about, y'all. He makes the same content, family, the same content as Corey. But look how much more reach he has. And these people want to talk about they're so oppressed. Miss me with that foolishness. All right, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick, but I just want you to understand that, you know, this is why he's giving you the context to Mark Plier. This is who Mark Plier is. He's a white man, okay? And he has almost 40 million. Corey has 20 million. I mean, 20 million is still a lot of subscribers, but clearly the face of YouTube is this. Well, not this cartoon, but these people. So let me go back to Corey's video. Just wanted to show y'all that real quick.
A second. They came back and they removed my age restriction. They took it off after they already rejected my appeal. I sent them the clip of Markiplier's video that has the same thing, and they removed it. Now, my YouTube rep, he was excited. He was, oh, great. This is awesome. Look, Corey, they took the age restriction off. I said, why? I expected them to triple down and give Markiplier an age restriction too. But they looked at Mark's video and they used that to verify my innocence. So I send my YouTube rep a lengthy email detailing my feelings about the entire situation, feeling like there was some favoritism at play. There was either that or some racism at play, and that I would like to sit down with the policy team and figure out why my video was flagged in the first place. Actually, number one, was it automated or was it a human that age restricted it in the first place? Number two, who was the human reviewer? Because it's a human reviewer once you submit an appeal. Who was the human reviewer that doubled down and rejected my appeal? Number three.
All right, I'm going to fast forward a little bit, family, so you don't have to sit through the whole thing. But clearly he's understanding something is up here, okay? And let me just fast forward a little bit more. Okay.
I'm number one trending for a few days, and then they find some arbitrary issue. They nitpick and they try and find something that they can incriminate me for and try to push me down. You don't believe me? What happened the last time I came back and I was number one trending for like a week? They copyright struck me for a video that was in 2019 or something like that. Why don't these issues ever crop up when I'm not uploading? I mean, I'm not on YouTube like 9 months out of the year. Nothing ever happens until I come back and I start uploading again, and I'm getting my numbers. They're climbing. They're exploding. I'm number one trending. And then they're like, hey, we need to stop him. We need to, this black man, he's getting too many views. He's getting too much exposure, too much activity. Hold that thought. Let's.
Case in point. Case in point. I'm an example. Give me a 100 emoji if you have seen that before your very eyes with Esau and the Horites. Give me a 100 emoji if you agree this is what I am experiencing as a Negro creator. Drop a 100 in the chat. You are seeing this right in front of your eyes with Yexer Malkaya. You are seeing it yourself, okay? Now, what's worse about me, though, is I'm revealing who and what they are. He's just making gaming videos, so they just want to keep a black man down. But Yexer is showing you the biblical truth. Yo, pagan, lobster tail, butter, dipping, catfish crumb, chewing, munching pastor ain't gonna show you. The information that they never wanted the world to know. That's exactly why Yexer is getting that smoke. That's why the video reached the bounds, the leaps and bounds that it did. That's exactly why they took away my monetization. There were a lot of people of other nations that were very angry with me for presenting this evidence and this truth. I really ticked Hashatan so off. And shout out to one of my elders, man. He said, Yexer, Hashatan hates your guts. He hates you for releasing that movie. You uncovered hidden truths that they have suppressed for a very, very, very long time. When I dropped that movie, my channel shot up. It was supernatural almost in a way. It had to have been the Most High. The Most High put it on my heart. I need to put this movie out. Shout out to Gates of Holda. Shout out to that sister. Her video series helped me understand some things. It made some things clear to me. So she really kind of got me interested to say, maybe I need to look into this a little bit more. Then obviously, shout out to Watchmen Reports and Deborah. Okay, their video, the Whited Out series, that opened my eyes to some things. Okay, so we got Negroes, Israelites, Yasharelim, children of the Most High Yahuwah. Okay, of the tribe of Yahuda. When I'm an Israelite and I'm coming into this and I'm trying to understand some things, I'm gonna be watching my people, man, if they telling the truth, right? So when I started watching these series, these videos, Gates of Holda, as well as Watchmen Reports, I started to realize, wait a minute. Genesis 3:15 says the serpent will have a seed. Who is this seed? Well, we're Jacob, right? So who is this seed? And then I started digging, I started reading, I started researching, and then I knew for a fact what it was. Somebody told me a while ago that, Yexer, there's a lot of people watching you. You've got evil eyes watching you, and you've got righteous eyes watching you. And this is why I ask you guys all the time to keep me in prayer. And I'm praying for myself. I'm praying the Father will continue to watch over me, protect me, lead me, right? But they are making it clear they don't like me and they don't want me on here. And I'm not saying it to scourge you. I'll continue to go hard. You know what I'm saying? For the Most High, to go hard for Yahuwah the highest. I'll definitely keep going hard for the highest. I'll go hard for the highest. You feel me? All praises to Yahuwah. I'll continue to go hard for the highest. But it's just, we really don't wrestle against flesh and blood. This technology, these technologies we oftentimes discuss on this channel, they're not a new technology. And a lot of them have this information, this knowledge has been known since the Horites were created, right? Since the fallen angels came down and taught men all types of charms and enchantments and witchcraft and sorcery. This is fallen angel knowledge, family. So when you think about the beast system, you think about Daniel chapter 7, you think about this fourth and final beast, which we're going to look at actually in a minute. You understand it all goes back to this. It's a bloodline. It's the war of the bloodlines. There's the righteous bloodline and there is the wicked bloodline. There's two bloodlines, Jacob and Esau. That's why Rebecca was told by Yahuwah, 2 nations are in your womb. Yeah, they were twins, genetically both Abari, both Hebrews. But this means that there's a nation of people that came from Esau, because it wouldn't just be one nation, right? Because obviously Esau had other Edomite children that would be, you know, obviously, if you think about the Turkic people that invaded Palestine and you look at these fake, you know, Arabs, the white ones, right? Those are not the original Arabs. So they are Esau. You think about all the areas that have been colonized. Let's just say it like that. All of the areas that have been colonized is how Esau has mixed his seed. Okay? But there is two groups of Edomites that we see in power at the current moment. That is the serpent seed, and that is the Anglo-Saxon Edomite. That is not the serpent seed, but definitely of Edom. They have the most power right now. Okay. So if you want to factor in the black Edomites, such as the, darker skinned Edomites that were born of Ishmael's seed and born of Canaan and all of that, they don't have any power. It's the serpent seed that has the power. It is the serpent seed that is in control at this time. That serpent seed emboldens the Anglo-Saxon Edomite to hate Jacob and influence the masses. They work together. Okay. It's so intricate, right? Family, it's so intricate, right? It's like I give esteem to the Father because I understand what this is really about. I understand that all of this goes back to the birthright, family. It's all so spiritual. That's why I tell people you can't really, for lack of better word, box in the truth of the scriptures. You can't put it in a box. So much. I'm understanding this more as I continue to read the word and study and put these lessons together and allow the Most High to reveal more to me. I'm realizing the majority of the Bible is spiritual more than it is physical. And it would make sense. The majority of the prophecies, the scriptures, the rebellion, the wickedness, all of this is all spiritual. That's why it says we wrestle not against flesh and blood. Dark Kid said those bird beak MFers, right? Rusty beak, squishy beak. It's so spiritual, y'all. And yeah, that's why we're doing what we're dealing with right now. And I try to hold through it all. But I understand when I'm dealing with the censorship, I realize even that is spiritual. The shadow banning and the algorithms targeting, Israelite channels and stuff like that. Negro creators. It's all spiritual. And the truth of the matter is, this is what it really comes down to at the end of the day. This is what it all comes down to. So how Hulk Hogan feels, how some of these people that support him feel. Yahuwah loves Jacob, right? Yahuwah loved Jacob, right? So if you hate Jacob, because if Yahuwah loves Jacob, then who would hate Jacob? And I'm not talking about Esau, I'm talking about Hashatan, right? Yahuwah loves Jacob, so Hashatan would naturally hate Jacob, because from Jacob comes Yahusha, who will destroy the serpent as it's written. Okay, Genesis 3:15. The serpent's children will make war with the seed of the woman. That woman is Yasharal. Now that's Hamashiach, okay? That will destroy the serpent. But the serpent seed will pursue the children of Jacob until the very end. And everything in the end will be about this spiritual war between Esau and between Jacob. And that is what this all is. The Romans, the Ashkenazi, Edom. The nations that conspire with Edom against Jacob, the Edomite spirit, if they're not Edomites themselves, they're just Gentiles. Family, imagine how much more things would make sense, right? If we would have been taught this properly. People say it. Why do you think Edom is hardly mentioned in scripture when you go to your pagan church? You didn't get no Sunday school lessons about it. You didn't get anything. You know, you mentioned Jacob and Esau and him being hairy, right? But you never really thought nothing of it. You're just like, okay, well, he's hairy, you know. Now, when I mentioned Jacob and Esau, people realize it's biblically tied because, I mean, you don't really see the name Esau, you know what I'm saying, outside of the Bible, right? They never identify who Esau is. And they never identify that Yahuwah said he hated Esau because they want to preach this love stuff. They want to preach this love doctrine, love your neighbor. And then the Bible does say that. But when it says love your neighbor, that is that when that law was given, it was talking about Israelites. So if Yahuwah separated us from the Gentiles, right? Why would they be our neighbors? When he said love your neighbor, he was talking about Israelites loving other Israelites. That's what the law was given. The law was given to Jacob, and therefore Yahuwah was given to his chosen people the law to say to love your people, love your neighbor, love your brother, love your sister. In Yahuwah Yahusha, if you are of the nation of Yasharal. That was a commandment. He required us. It's a commandment to love Yasharal, just as you love the Alua of Yasharal. Right? And I understand Hashatan has created so much dissension. So much dissension amongst the body. It's so sad to see. Sometimes my own people come harder at me than Edom. Because they might disagree or they might feel differently because maybe their doctrines are coming from an outside source other than the scriptures. Or maybe that's the scriptures they're getting these sources from are being given to them in the wrong way, misinterpreted, misunderstood in the wrong way, as far as camp doctrine, as far as a lot of these things. And instead of us being humble and saying, well, I disagree with you, but I'd love to get with you together and figure this out, Ak, let me pull you aside. Just like, let me tell y'all a story. I have one Ak. He's so chill, bro. I posted the tribe of Gad, the Igbos in Africa, a video of it. You guys seen it. You guys know I've shown that video many times. It was like, we are not Christians. Christianity is what led us to the slavery do today. I'm the tribe of Gad. I'm an Israelite by birth. That is the Torah. That is our tradition. Okay, you know what I'm saying? And it's just almost natural that accent comes out of me, bro. I'm telling you, man, I'm an African Israelite, gang. It comes so natural, you know what I'm saying? Even using that accent, it just flows. It somehow just flows. It's like even a Bari, you know what I'm saying? Even the language, I've always felt like it was so natural. You know what I'm saying? You know, when these words I say, you know, Barakata Yahuwah O Yahusha. Baruch atah Hashem, Malak ha'Allah, Yada Yahuwah. You know what I'm saying? It just feels so natural, gang. It feels so natural. Kagabu Yahuwah. It just does. You know what I'm saying? So all praises. But anyway, so it's just so interesting to me that they teach this love stuff, love, going back to my original thing, but yet they don't teach about the hate the father had for Esau, because Esau had such a wicked way about him and everything he did. In the book of Jasher, Esau got a whole bunch of Horites. We'll go to that scripture. Let me write that down because I don't want to forget that. I'm going to show y'all that scripture. If you read Jasher and Jubilees, it talks about how Esau had a whole bunch of these Horites, right? You know what I'm saying? From the from Mount Shire. And they literally joined with him to go kill Jacob. Let's look at that. Let me pull that up for you guys real quick. Why not, huh? I always try to make it scriptural at the end of the day. Let me pull that up here. This is wild. When I read this, I was just like, man, he really hated him. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. Like, I mean, you did give your birthright up. Like, you wanted a bowl of soup. Now, Jacob didn't deceive you. He didn't lie to you. He told you what it was going to be. You agreed to it. So I don't know how he stole anything. I mean, you chose to do that. You did not value the birthright. You didn't care about it, but Jacob did. That's why Yahuwah loved him. He valued the blessings, okay, that were promised to the firstborn, which would have been Ashu, Esau. Esau didn't care about it. A bowl of soup was more important to him than the blessings that would be passed down. So if Esau wouldn't have been selfish, think about this. I want y'all to think about this. Let's get deep for a minute. If Esau would not have been so self-serving, the Edomites would be the chosen people. Now, they presented it to you as if the Edomites are the chosen people. But the truth of the matter is, the father of the Edomites, Esau, Ashu, he rejected it and gave it to Jacob. It's all because he had no faith in the blessings that would come to him. Jacob had enough foresight to see that the father was going to deliver because he had more faith than Esau. That's so powerful. You feel what I'm saying? All praises to the Most High. That's why I understand why Yahusha taught faith so much. Amunah, what we call in the Abari, Amunah. He taught it so much. He rebuked his people because they didn't have it. He made it clear, you know what I'm saying, that y'all don't have any and you need it. And see, I understand why they lacked faith, because Hamashiach was walking around right in front of them performing miracles. So they're like, why do we need to believe? You're right here. We're seeing it. But see, Yahusha tested them to prove to them that their faith was lacking. And that's why he was like telling Peter, hey, come to the water. Come meet me. Yahusha was walking on water, right? He told Peter, Kafa, hey, come over here. Peter first started walking on water, right? And then he started getting scared and he lost faith and he started sinking. The moment he started to doubt Yahusha, just like we doubt Yahuwah, we only sink deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper into despair, into depression, and you know what I'm saying? All of these proverbial waters, these proverbial ma'im, right? Amunah is one of the most important things. That's why the requirements of the father in order to inherit the blessings of Abraham is 1, belief in Yahusha, and 2, the works of the law. To believe in Yahusha, to believe in his word, to believe what he said and what he taught, but also to demonstrate that obedience and understanding through the works of the law. That's why you can't have one without the other. Okay? They are peanut butter and jelly. They go together, y'all. Okay? Now, let's look at this scripture here. I believe it's Yasher. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick, fam, because I don't know it out the top of my head. I'm going to be real with y'all. Give me 1 second here. I'm going to pull it up on my phone because I could just search out the word. But yeah, Esau had attempted to kill his brother, and he had a bunch of Horites with him. Let me show y'all this. This is crazy. It's either Jasher or Jubilees. I believe it is Jasher. Okay. Yep. Jubilees 38:8. Okay, let's go there real quick. Jubilees 38:8. We'll probably read it from the beginning just for context, fam. Okay. So let's look at this real quick, family, okay? Nicholas says, yes, free speech is only applicable to racist white people on Facebook, and they all get away with it. Exactly. Exactly. All right, let's look at this, fam. Yes. I almost thank you, sister. I forgot to tell you to hit the like button. Sometimes I get so caught up in the moment. So appreciate you, sister Kathy. Please hit the like button, family, if you haven't already. If you're enjoying the stream, appreciate y'all being here with me late night. Dang, it's almost 1 o'clock. Oh, Father, help us. I'm so sorry, y'all. I done lost track of time. Okay. I'm gonna try to shut this down as soon as I can because I know some of y'all gotta work and stuff like that. I don't want to have y'all up too long. You know, if it was like a Friday or something like that, going into Shabbat, I'd be down. But we'll close it out with this, okay? I don't want to keep you up all night now. So let's look at this. Let me go back. Jasher or Jubilees. Let me zoom in. Okay. All right, let's read this real quick, fam, before we get out of here. Chapter 38. And after Yahudah spoke to Jacob his father and said unto him, bend your bow, father, and send forth your arrows and cast the adversary and slay the enemy. And may you have power, for we shall not slay thy brother, for he is such as you, and he is like you. Let us give him his honor. When Jacob bent his bow and sent forth the arrow and struck Esau his brother on his right breast and slew him. And again he sent forth an arrow and struck Adoram the Aramean on the left breast and drove him backward and slew him. And they went forth, the sons of Jacob, they and their servants, dividing themselves into the companies on the 4 sides of the tower. And Judah went forth in front, and Naphtali and Gad, and with him 50 servants, with him on the south side of the tower. And they slew all that they found before them, and not one single of them escaped. And Levi and Dan and Ashar went forth on the east side of the tower, and 50 men with them. They slew the fighting men of Moab and Ammon. And Reuben or Reuben and Issachar and Zebulun went forth on the north side of the tower, and 50 men were with them, and they slew the fighting men of the Philistines. Am I in the right thing? Actually, no, I'm sorry. I am in the wrong place. Hold on, y'all. Is this 38? Okay, yeah, this is... Okay, here we go. Listen to this. And Simeon and Benjamin and Enoch, Reuben's son, went forth on the west side of the tower, and 50 men with them. And they slew of Edom and of the Horites 400 men, stout warriors, and 600 fled. And 4 of the sons of Esau fled with them, and left their father lying slain, as he had fallen on the hill which is in Aduram. Now, these 400 Horites are going to be the same ones that I'm going to read to you that were literally plotting to kill Jacob. So let me pull that up here. I believe that's Jasher 24, if I'm not mistaken. It was like Jasher 24. Okay. All right, so let's go to Jasher 31 next, so we can understand a little bit more about these 400 Horites. Okay. All right. And on the new month of the month, Jacob spoke to all the people of his house, saying, purify yourselves and change your garments, and let us arise and go to Bethel, where I vowed a vow to him on the day when I fled from the face of my brother Esau, because he has been with me and brought me into his land peace, and put away the strange Elohim that are among you. And they gave up the strange Elohim and that which was in their ears and what was in their necks, and the idols which Rachel stole from Laban her father, she gave wholly to Jacob. And she burnt and broke them in pieces and destroyed them, and hid them under an oak, which is the land of Shechem or Shechem. And he went up on the new month of the 7th month to Bethel, and he built an altar at the place where he had slept, and set up a pillar there, and went forward to his father Isaac to come to his sacrifice, and to his mother Rebekah. And Isaac said, let my son Jacob come, and let me see him before I die. And Jacob went to his father Isaac and to his mother Rebekah to the house of his father Abraham. And he took 2 of his sons with him, Levi and Judah, and he came to his father Isaac and to his mother Rebekah. All right, so this is when Jacob's sons were, really, really young. Okay. And Rebekah came forth from the tower to the front of it and kissed Jacob and embraced him, for her spirit had revived when she heard, behold, or Kana, Jacob thy son is come, and she kissed him. And she saw his 2 sons, and she recognized them and said unto them, are these your sons, my son? And she embraced and kissed them and blessed them, saying, in you shall the seed of Abraham become illustrious, and you shall prove a blessing on the earth. Yada Yahuwah. That's something about Yahusha, y'all. And Jacob went into Isaac his father to the chamber where he lay, and his 2 sons were with them. And he took the hand of his father, and stooping down and kissed him. And Isaac clung to the neck of Jacob his son, and wept upon his neck. All right, I'm gonna jump ahead a little bit here, just so you can kind of understand the setting. All right, so let's keep going. Let's go to verse 65. I'm gonna just jump down a little bit more. Actually, this is 31. Is this? Okay, hold on a minute. Let me pull up this other one here. The book of Yashar. So what I just read you is right around the time that Esau had come to Jacob and was plotting to basically kill him. Let me go there. Hold on a second. 31. Okay. Because if you read Jasher also, after they got out of Egypt, they had when they were entering into Egypt around the time Joseph was still alive, they had another clash with the Edomites. You know what I'm saying? When they were near Egypt, and yeah, Jasher just gives a lot more context to like Esau and Jacob and this ongoing feud that they've been having for years. So let's look at 65 real quick here. All right. And Esau, I'll start off at 64 for context. And Esau heard all the word of Laban's messengers, and his anger was greatly kindled against Jacob, and he remembered his hatred, and his anger burned within him. Let me make this bigger. Okay, there we go. All praises. Go back down. 65. Okay. His anger was greatly kindled against Jacob, and he remembered his hatred, and his anger burned with him. And Esau hastened and took his children and servants and the souls of his household, being 60 men, and he went and assembled all the children of Seir the Horite and their people, being 340 men, and took all the number of 400 men with drawn swords, and he went unto Jacob to smite him. And Esau divided his number into several parts, and he took the 60 men of his children and servants and the souls of the household as one head, and gave them in care of Eliphaz, his eldest son. Okay. Now, Eliphaz was the child that had the child that brought about Amalek. That's Amalek's father, Eliphaz. Okay. That's the one that laid with Timnah, the Horite. That's who Eliphaz is, okay? Who brought about Amalek, Amalek's father, basically. And the remaining heads he gave to the care of his 6 sons of Seir the Horite, and he placed every man over his generations and children. And the whole of his camp went as it was. And Esau went against them toward Jacob, and he conducted them with speed. And Laban's messengers departed from Esau and went to the land of Canaan, and they came to the house of Rebekah, the mother of Esau and Jacob. And they told her, saying, behold, your son Esau has gone against his brother Jacob with 400 men. For he heard that he was coming, and is going to make war with him and to smite him and take all he has. Wait a minute. So we're talking about a people who are warlike. Okay. We're talking about some barbarians here, people that are barbarous. We're talking about people coming with swords, coming with weapons to colonize and take everything Jacob has. Who does that sound like? They're a warlike people? That verse is very telling. At least to me it is. Very, 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 very telling. Yummy is back in the building. Welcome back, sister. I'm actually going to shut this down soon because, family, it is late. I don't mind being on here with y'all, but I know some of y'all got to work. Some of y'all got, get your children up or whatever for whatever. I don't know if children are back in school right now, but I don't want to keep y'all up too late. You know what I'm saying? So I guess we'll just stop it right there. Okay. I think that was a perfect time, a perfect endpoint, So family, I just showed you all this to show you there is a spirit that's being stirred up. It goes back to Jacob and Esau, and this spirit will be stirred up so much. The true persecution of Yasharal mentioned in the end times will truly, truly, truly be seen. And as I said earlier, I believe that's what leads to the Exodus, the second Exodus. Now, I could be wrong about that. That's just my personal opinion, because Yahuwah said we are not to go through Jacob's trouble. He said that Jacob will be saved out of it. Okay. January 6th. Thank you. Barbarous. Straight up barbarous, family. Synagogue of Hashatan, that's who it sounds like. That's true too, definitely. But I'm just talking about the individuals that have a history of colonizing. Like, for example, the people that came here to America when there are already people here in America, the Hamite Native American tribes, they almost completely erased them as a people. I'm talking about the Anglo-Saxon, not so much the Ashkenazi, because the Ashkenazi, they're a little bit more covert about how they do stuff. The Anglo-Saxon is a little bit not as strategic. You know what I'm saying? They're more impulsive when it comes to how they feel and what they do. The Amalekim are a little bit more strategic and meticulous how they do stuff. You know what I mean? The Anglo-Saxon is more impulsive. That's the difference between the two. They have their Edomites, right? So they act in a similar way. But the reason why Amalek is the head tribe and why he's even gotten above the Anglo-Saxon is because he has found a way to strategically move versus the typical Edomite. They don't operate in that capacity that Amalek does. And that's why Amalek is the tribe that essentially the Edomite tribe that will be wiped off. That's how they've been able to concoct this whole lie. We know that the Anglo-Saxon is different from the Amalekite. We know that. The Amalekite is a fallen bloodline. The Anglo-Saxon isn't necessarily the fallen bloodline. Okay? They're just Edomites, Romans, Europeans. But that's how they've been able to deceive the world and concoct this whole lie, because Amalek is very, very crafty. Okay? All they had to do was create this event by hiring some guy called Hitler. Okay, that was homeless, by the way. Shout out to everybody that watched the doc. I keep bringing it up because it's so informative. I think y'all should check it out. It's on Patreon. But they hired this guy and they used this event and they sold it in your mind in the education system to be able to convince you they are truly Jacob, while they are the same ones who paid for the slave ships and own the slave ships that they provided to the Anglo-Saxon to take you into slavery. They work together. And now the problem is the Anglo-Saxon is waking up to the Amalekite, and now they're wrestling against each other because they're both fighting for a place at the top. Because they just, as long as they can get that person at the top, one of them is, white. They're both white, obviously. But they want to be the face of it. It's either going to be Amalek or it's going to be the Anglo-Saxon, essentially. That's why they're warring against each other. But they are united in their hatred of Jacob. Okay? So you got Amalek fighting against the Caucasian European Edomite. It's a power struggle. But they're united in their purpose against Jacob. If that makes sense. I hope it does. I don't know. I mean, I kind of just got so deep with it. I'm just like, man, are y'all still there? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, y'all still there? Leonard says, bruh, they released Dragon Ball Daima or Demon. They've been hiding that storyline for years. I know it sounds weird, but it's a big sign they can't hide their wickedness anymore. Really? Hold on. Let me see something. They've been hiding that storyline. What are you talking about Jacob and Esau? Hold on. Let me look this up. I'm interested now. Now you got me interested. Deidre Johnson says it makes perfect sense, young brother. All praises. I'm glad it does, sis. It's just the Ruach HaKodesh, The way the Ruach works to me is I'm able to explain these things in a way that makes sense. I think that's one of the spiritual gifts of the Ruach that I could say I definitely, think Yahuwah has given me is to understand it, but also to be able to explain it so it makes sense. You feel what I'm saying? So all praises to Yahuwah for the Ruach, man. Yada Yahuwah. Yada Yahuwah. Okay. So let me look at this because I'm low-key interested, Ak. I'm not gonna even lie. So the Dragon Ball thing is about the storyline, but I'm trying to understand what storyline you're talking about because I'm about to look it up. Hold on. Let me see. I'm interested. Now you done got me all interested, bruh. Let me see. Daima. Maybe we could check out the trailer, but I hope you could at least give me like the storyline so I can understand it a little bit more. That way I can it'll make more sense. You cooking, famo. All praises to the Most High. I appreciate you, man. It's a new. Gummy's like, wait, it's a new. Hey, look, I used to love DBZ, gang. I used to love it. You know what I'm saying? I used to love that show, bro. And now that I'm an Israelite, bro, I low-key feel like they was talking about us. You feel what I'm saying? I low-key feel like they was talking about us. Come on, y'all. I low-key feel like that show could be based upon a special people. Now, not so much as being aliens and all that weird stuff, but a special people that have special abilities, super strength, and all these other things. And then obviously, if you really think about it contextually and prophetically, that's exactly the type of power the 144K will have that the world will see. These Negro Yasharalim children, these boys, which I personally, to those who don't know, I believe the 144K is not going to be me. I don't believe I'm that. I don't believe a lot of us who have never, who are not virgins are going to be the 144K. And let's be real, that is not the majority of us Negroes here in America. Let's just be real, okay? The Bible says that they will not have known a woman, okay? And they will be males, boys, okay? 144K, 12,000 from each tribe. I believe these young Negro children all around the world scattered are the 144K. I fully believe that. But those abilities that the 144K will have will be coming from little black Negro boys, Negro males from the 12 tribes. That's why I keep telling y'all, if you have a son and they've never known a woman, never, did that thing, right? You feel me? Keep them pure. Maybe you might want grandchildren, or maybe you might want more I don't know, but I'm just saying, keep them pure. Okay. Now, when they get older, it's going to be a little bit harder to do that, obviously. But if you can, try to keep them as pure as possible, because I feel that the second Exodus is near, family. Oh, yes. I feel that it is very, very near. And I believe because it is near, the 144K's time to be used by the Most High is also near. It's my opinion. I could be wrong about that, but I do believe it when I look at the scriptures. All right, let me see what Ox said. Goku goes to hell. It's like GT, but in the hell dimensions. Wow. That's wild. Hold on, let me see. That's crazy. We'll look at a little bit of the trailer. Maybe I can draw some comparisons here. All right, let's check this out real quick. It's going to be a dub trailer. Okay, I guess we'll watch this.
Potarat Tadarusi Pupilit Paro Potarat Tadarusi Pupilit Paro.
I ain't gonna lie, man. The animation is super, super tight.
Here's a thought. Let's use the Dragon Ball! No one is left to threaten your rule.
The time has come. At last.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that trailer did it any justice personally. I probably have to look a little bit more into it. One more thing I want to show you guys. One more thing before I go, because I wanted to show y'all this actually. So remember how I told y'all about that black woman, beautiful black woman that, obviously was on TikTok, and she's kind of known as a NPC, and she does like the yes. I'm going to show you her, and then I'm going to show you what she actually looks like in person. And you're going to see what I mean. And that's going to lead me into the video that I'm going to do. And I'm going to talk about how this AI stuff is really working against us and how it will continue to work against us. We'll get to that at some point. But let me show you this video of her. Hold on, there's no sound. Hold on. There's no sound. So what she's doing is she's an NPC. So these people go on Instagram and they play these little characters, okay? You know what I'm saying? They do these little characters and stuff like that. Like some of y'all probably have seen like the Miles Morales dude and, you know, a bunch of them that just literally go in front of the camera and just do this stuff over and over again. And people send them gifts and stuff through TikTok. And they're able to convert that into cash. So people are getting their hustle on with this, but it is weird. I feel like it would literally make your brain turn into scrambled eggs for real. If you do it long enough, I think you'll lose your freaking mind. But she does make a bag from doing this though.
Fire. Hee-haw, yes, you got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me read it, huh? Hee-haw, yes, you got me feeling like a cowgirl. Let me read it, huh? I love to be a cowgirl. Balloon. Balloon. Cake, 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 cake. Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Oh, where's my feet?
Okay, it gets kind of annoying after a while. A commentator is like, wait, what? This is creepy. Right, it is. But this is what people are doing to make a bag. This is the degeneralization of society. This is the moral decay of society. And as we move further into these technologies, people will be doing things more like this because they will realize that it's a more serious way to get money. This is how you break down society to conquer it. But yeah, she does this for a living.
Ice cream so good. Yeah, strong woman. Take your Annie. Where's my white dress? We can match the flowers on my head. Beautiful. Oh, thank you, baby. This is so cute. Grab, grab, grab. Meow. Yes, 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 yes. Gang, yes, gang, 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 gang. Thank you, Louise. Gang, gang, gang.
Okay, all right. So y'all see it for what it is. And she's a very beautiful woman, you know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, when you are a Negro, there's certain things that certain holes you got to jump through, loops you got to jump through to get to where you want to be. All right. Yeah, literally a Sims character. Like they play these characters. And I feel like spiritually, I think there's something going on with this becoming trendy and people making money from it. I believe spiritually there's something more to it, because even when you think about like actors and how they say they have to like tap into a role. Who saw that video of that black man that said that when he was doing a movie role, he had to he had to like pray to the devil or something like that? It is real. And I praise the Most High. He saved me from the industry because yeah. You know, only the Father knows what type of things I would have been exposed to, even though the little time I was in the industry, I saw a lot, too much. But look, so let me show y'all her actually in person, okay? She uses filter on her. She looks like she's light-skinned, you know what I'm saying? But she's actually, you know, a little bit more chocolate colored. But to finesse the algorithms, she had to use this filter to make her look light-skinned. So let me show you her, so you can see what she really looked like. Yep. Her name is Pinky Doll, by the way. This is her. And look at her complexion. It's flawless. Let me show y'all.
Streamies, we are so happy to be here tonight.
Yes, yes.
That's her.
Yes, ice cream so good.
Bro, she's beautiful. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not like trying to fawn over her or nothing, but she's a beautiful black woman. Okay. But the problem is, the algorithms don't feel that way. Unfortunately, family. I know it's discouraging because all it does is encourage self-hate. That's all it does. To where you feel like you have to look like you're more racially ambiguous in order to even be pushed through these algos. It's sad. After all these years, we've been just now kind of overcoming the self-hate, right? Now we're coming into understanding about ourselves as the children of the Most High, right? Yeah, Leonard said, you got a good point, Og. Very beautiful, but inside, is she? Right? I mean, you know, outer beauty isn't everything. We know that. The Father says not to be deceived by a woman's outward appearance, right? So I can't go off of that. But as a man, obviously, we are visual creatures. We tend to gravitate towards the women that we're, attracted to or whatever like that. But we are very visual. But yeah, it's always about what's inside because, I honestly, I mean, obviously, I don't think she knows the Most High. And to be doing that kind of work, I'm not trying to condemn her or nothing, but I think if a man was married to her or a man was courting her or getting to know her, I think it would be naturally difficult for him to deal with her, because I feel like in some days you could come into that day where you get stuck in that mindset of yes. It becomes a part of your life, whether you're on TikTok or not. That could be just hard for me to deal with as a man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, let's say I was married to her, right? And she's in the, sitting in the living room, making these videos, and I want to spend time with her, right? I want to take her out, maybe go for a walk, go for a drive, go to the beach, do something, go to the lake, whatever, right? But she just sitting there for hours talking about, I don't know if I can because I got to do this today and, make a couple extra dollars, and I got these fans and I got this and that. And then I just said, okay, you know what? I'm gonna let you do your thing, but I don't want to sit around while you're doing that. So I'm gonna just, go get something to eat. I'll come back later. I come home and she's still, yes. Like, nah, bro, I can't do it. Sorry. No, thanks. But that's her, bro. That's her.
Ice cream so good. Gang, gang.
See, and that's honestly sad, bro. That is honestly sad. You feel what I'm saying? That she had to use that filter to be able to even make a bag on these platforms, man. Family, I appreciate you guys joining me tonight. I know it's late. I hope that y'all are able to get enough sleep. I'm so sorry, family. I did not mean to keep y'all up. I know y'all show up for me. I show up, I show out. Y'all show up, y'all show out. I appreciate y'all meeting with me so late at night. I appreciate every single one of y'all. Y'all really go hard. All praises to the Most High Yahuwah for all of you. I thank you guys so much. Blessings to you all. Yada, Yahuwah, Yahusha. And I'll see y'all on the next one. I'll probably be doing an episode tomorrow. Most likely, yeah, I have it scheduled. I'm gonna be doing a show tomorrow, Lion Pen of the Scribes, and give me a 1 if you guys want me to do another episode of Everything is a Lie. We still have to do 2 more episodes before season 2 is done. So if you guys want me to do another episode of Everything is a Lie, I can do it at some point this week if you guys want it. Let me know. Okay, cool. I know I haven't done one on here in a while, so yeah, we'll definitely do one. All praises. Okay, cool. Y'all do want it. All right. All praises to the Most High. Okay, we'll do it for sure. Uncommentary says that ain't submission. That's an unclean ruach. Facts. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. It's just something about the yes. And it's almost like bot-like. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I feel like after doing it for so long, it can have an effect on you. It can have an effect on your communication. It can have an effect on, marriage, relationship, whatever. It would have a negative effect. It would be a negative connotation to be attached to that. As a man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just, that would just be wild. I just have a hard time wrapping my mind around that. All right, fam. So that's it, family. I appreciate all of y'all. We'll be back here tomorrow for the Lion Pen of the Scribes. And then tomorrow when we come on here, I'll let you guys know when we'll be doing the Everything is Alive. And Everything is a Lie. I said Everything is Alive. Hey, that's a show segment. I'm just saying. Everything is a lie. So I'll let you guys know. Love y'all so much. All praises to the Most High. Bianca says, do you still have a backup of the longer pen scribes? Because I wanted to watch the other parts, but it was gone before I could even watch it. I only saw part 1. Yeah, sis, the reason why I removed it is only because I'm building it out again. You know what I'm saying? With better visuals, more cleaner, you know what I'm saying, recordings and stuff like that. Because the first episode I did, the audio was kind of out of whack. So I'm rebuilding the series. So don't worry. The scriptures that I have went through will be shown. As a matter of fact, I'll just post my I'll go ahead and post my blog because I actually have the blog notes from that series. So if you want to just go through them, here, let me get the link for you, sister. Give me 1 sec. Give me 1 second. I'm pulled up here on my blog. I'll put the link in the chat for you, just in case you want to go through them without having to wait for me to build out the series. And matter of fact, there's actually more scriptures I want to share that are not on this blog. So even if you watch the new series and you already have the blog notes, it's okay because you'll get some new stuff as well. So let me see here. Okay. So this is the link. Here, let me just show y'all real quick. I'll show you since you asked. This is it right here. And these are all the different scriptures we went through. Okay. You can see it's a whole bunch of them. You know, comparing the renewed covenant to the KJV and the Septuagint. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff for you, sis. So if you want to go through these, I'm going to drop this in the link or drop the link in the chat for you. All right. There you go. All praises to the Most High. All right, sister. So, yeah, just something, you know, or if you want to follow along or something like that, you'll have them. So that's it. All right, family. Love y'all. All praises to the Most High. Yada Yahuwah. I'll see you guys tomorrow. And I'm honestly not sure when I'm going to go live. I'm going to just set it for the normal afternoon time, I guess. I guess that'll work. All right, shalom.
Hey, Yexer.
Yeah. Hey. Dun 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 dun. Only one way to Abba Yahusha is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he bring. Jesus is a false messiah, and I know that it stings. Screw that white pagan Jesus, Yahusha is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he brings. You rejecting, you will perish, and I know that it stings. A Messiah named Yahusha, not Jesus or Christ. He don't have a pagan name that you need to get right. Don't wait till judgment day, you gon' plead for your life. Abraham brought the seed, that's the seed that brings life. And salvation is free, it's the cheapest in price. We all one in Yahusha, if you agree that we tight. And religion ain't the way, you need to flee from the lies. Keep those laws and commandments, be keen and be wise. And there's no one like him, went from lamb to a lion. Don't be mad at the truth, cause I'm here to enlighten. And the dome above us, NASA constantly lying. You think the earth isn't level, better peep the horizon. And I'm trying to gain the crown of life and make it to Zion. King Yahusha will return, hope to see you at Zion. No pre-trib rapture, we endure to the end. And the Most High is with us, he our father and friend. A the O will pass away, the meek inherit the earth. You believe and repent, that is truly rebirth. And his blood that he shed paid the ultimate debt. Carried the sins of the world, had a sorrowful death. But he cried cause he loved us, and Yahusha just wept. And Yahuwah sent his son, covenant he had kept. In the name of Yahusha, I pray you accept. Every soul shall confess that he came in the flesh, and his name has been suppressed. Confess his name and be blessed. You will feel fresh like breath after brushing with crest. John 5:43, Christ can't save you from death. And the truth is hard to swallow when it got you so pressed. Only one way to Abba Yahusha is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he bring. Jesus is a false messiah, and I know that it stings. Screw that white pagan Jesus, Yahusha is king, and he's coming back soon, and to him I will cling. Divide the sheep from the goats, it's division he brings. You rejecting, you will perish, and I know that it stings. A Messiah named Yahusha, I call on his name. Yeah, call on his name. I call on his name. A Messiah named Yahusha, I call on his name. I call on his name. Yeah, call on his name. So the issue that I've been seeing a lot